A beginner's guide to marketing. If you are just starting out and you are wondering how to go about marketing your business, then use these pointers to set yourself off in the right direction. It can feel a little stressful trying to figure out how to get people interested in what you have to offer. But don't worry, you're not alone. Many people entering the field of entrepreneurship feel overwhelmed and confused by the conflicting advice they receive from friends, family, and the internet. Getting started. Marketing your new business. Here are a few of the best ways to get started in marketing your new business. Make sure your business is actually viable before you start it up. Even if you think you've got a great idea and you're sure it'll be successful, it's best to do a little research first to make sure that there isn't something similar in the marketplace already. This way, you won't waste money on getting started before you find out that nobody wants what you've got. Finding out about the marketability of your product can be as simple as doing an internet search or talking with a friend who has experience in the field, preferably someone who is already successful. If your product seems viable, then go on to step 2. 2. Figure out just who it is that wants your product. Not every type of business appeals to everybody. If you're selling something that will only appeal to very specific demographics. The most important aspect of marketing is knowing your audience. If you have a product that is targeted to a specific niche, tailor your advertising to appeal to them. When the message you present aligns with the tastes of those that matter, you will be effective. Marketing campaigns are a lot like a recipe. You need the right ingredients, and you need to follow the instructions. Failing to do either will result in a campaign that isn't as effective as it could be. Not to mention, when you're working with limited time and money, these mistakes can make it nearly impossible for your campaign to reach its full potential. The most common marketing mistakes. Using too many channels, mediums. Trying to achieve success through multiple channels is often an attempt to multitask, which doesn't always produce good results. It's much more effective to focus on 1 or 2 channels and do them well than it is to try and spread yourself too thin and end up covering less ground. Being unorganized. Having a solid marketing plan that is easy to reference and follow will save you time, money and resources. Without one, you'll waste time figuring out where your next steps should be, or worse, you might just not know what your next steps should be at all. Making assumptions. A marketer can never know everything about their target demographic, but they should always try to learn more by listening and observing those around them. If a marketer assumes they know everything there is to know about the people who use their product or service, they are bound to fail. What is involved in a marketing campaign? Marketing can be a very scary word and conjures up images of big, expensive campaigns with lots of budget and manpower. However, if you are just starting out your business or even if you have been in business for years, this process can be a great way to find fresh new customers. Marketing can be broken down into the following parts. Who is your customer? Marketing campaigns are all about the customer. The most important thing to remember when designing a marketing campaign is to make it relevant to the customers. What are they looking for? How can you provide that value in a way that makes the experience memorable? Once you know what your market wants, you'll be able to better craft your message and deliver it in a way that will resonate with them. What is your brand identity? When you're developing your brand identity, you want to make sure that your branding is consistent across all channels, including websites, social media, promotions, and advertisements. In other words, if the message on Twitter is different than the message on Facebook, then there's going to be confusion among your audience and a breakdown of trust in your brand. This will ultimately hurt your ability to grow and develop over time. By creating a strong brand identity that's consistent across all platforms, you'll be able to increase customer satisfaction and retention over time. Using social media. Social media is any platform that allows people to communicate directly with one another pertaining to brands or other topics. You see this in blogs and comment sections of news stories or YouTube videos. Social media has become so popular because it allows people who have never met each other before to create an instant connection over shared views and interests. What is marketing? Marketing is a word that gets thrown around a lot, and marketing campaigns even more. But what exactly does it mean to be involved in a marketing campaign? And how do you know if someone's doing it right? Marketing can be one of the scariest parts of starting a business. What will I do? How much will it cost? Who will pay for what? Unfortunately, there's no way to avoid it. The only way to get your product out into the world is to make sure people know about it. But can I do marketing for free? The answer is yes and no. You can market your product for free, but you'll be doing it in a very low-key way. There are many ways to market for free. If your company is still in a startup mode, or you just want to try a new campaign without the worry of your return on investment, here are some ideas to help you get the word out about your business. First, you'd have to ask all of your friends, family, and neighbors if they would mind sharing a link to your website or social media page with their friends and family. If you're going the free route, don't use automated bots. They put people off. This takes a lot of time and effort, and a lot of convincing, but it's possible. Try writing up a letter that says who you are and why people should buy from you instead of other companies. Explain the uniqueness of your product or your services. Secondly, don't forget to take advantage of Twitter, Facebook, LinkedIn, Google+, blogs, online forums, email newsletters, memes. In today's day and age, the question is not whether you should use social media to market your business or company, but how. There are many ways to do this effectively. Probably the best example is using Facebook group for your business or brand. It's free and a great way to connect with your customers and potential customers. Once you get started with Facebook, then move on to using the other social media sites mentioned before to start spreading your brand awareness. corevolta.com. Thanks for watching. corevolta.com